Hey, what's up, y'all? So ARENAVINCENT back up in here exploring life like always. You know what it's time for. 2022 NFL playoffs, round 2, divisional round predictions. I'm going to give you who I think is going to move on to the conference championship round 3, whatever you want to call it, conference championship. But first, let's go ahead and give you my round 1 wild card, super wild card weekend prediction results and my thoughts on some of the games. I'm not going to go in order because some games I have more feelings than other games. So let's go ahead and get it started and see how I did. First game on the docket was the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. The Buffalo Bills, as you know, I picked them to win. Buffalo Bills got the job done, dismantling the New England Patriots, doing what they had to do. I took Buffalo overall because I was like, hey, man, Buffalo Bills, I ain't got nothing against them. They got a good team. Let's see if they can take care of business when it matters the most. And they did so, dismantling the New England Patriots and moving on to round 2. So I got that pick right. Next game on the docket was the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, upset of the week. Super upset. I had the Philadelphia Eagles. I got this pick wrong. At the end of the day, it was Tampa Bay 31, Philadelphia 15. Philadelphia just dismantled. Tampa Bay Buccaneers destroyed the Eagles, man. Maybe next year, Eagles, man. But he squeaked in there. He got into the playoffs. Couldn't get shit done, though. And that's the way it is. So I got that pick wrong. Next game on the docket that I see is the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Your homie ARENAVINCENT went with the Chiefs. I got that pick correct. But I did have a little warning and say, watch out, though. The Steelers might upset. Big Ben might do an upset, pull out upset here, and shock the world, but that did not happen. 42-21, Kansas City with the victory. I got that pick right. Yes. Next game on the docket is the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Your homie ARENAVINCENT had the Los Angeles Rams to get shit done and take care of business, and that's what they did. 34-11, I believe, was the end of the end of the game score. Rams got it done. Dismantling the Arizona Command. The Cardinals, I don't know what's wrong with Kyler Murray. I don't know if his line was messed up. His offensive line wasn't protecting him. The Rams got just so much pressure on him. He just errant throws. But, hey, that was his first playoff game. So you live and you learn. And Arizona got beat. Got that pick right. All right, last 2 games. These are the 2 games I have a little bit more feelings about. I'll give you more thoughts about it. First game on the docket is the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. San Francisco 23, Cowboys 17. As you know, it's a whole controversy, kind of a controversy that they believe that the ref got in the way of Dak Prescott before he can spike the ball. But just ending the game like that kind of sucks. Since I was a Cowboy fan, which I'm not, I would be disappointed at the way they ended that game. You know, maybe you could have thought about it. If you hike the ball, but I get it, Dak Prescott, when you're in that position, you know you want to say because you got one more play in you. If you look, you got to see. That's why you got. What depends where the clock is at, and you looking at that clock, and you know if the referee got to push you out of the way because you're in the way, so he can set the ball. You should have just ran a play. Imagine if Dallas ran a play. Imagine if Dak Prescott hiked the ball, and instead of spiking it, he ran off. I mean, I know it was gonna be a long. I think it would have been like at least a 30-yard run to get into the end zone or whatever. But imagine that, man. That would have been crazy. But instead, they spiked the ball, even though that was the last play. Even though they didn't even have enough time to run a play, actually, because they said the referees said that the time ran out before he even hiked the ball. So it is what it is. Dak Prescott should have known better. It's kind of those, you're going to take the yards or you're going to just risk going to 4th down or whatever it was. Because I was watching it, and it was just crazy. Dallas, I got that pick wrong. I had the Dallas Cowboys. They let me down. San Francisco moves on to Green Bay in round 2. The last but not least game was the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. These are 2 teams that I enjoy watching, that I root for. That these are my 2 teams, and my 3rd team is the Green Bay Packers. And so it was bittersweet. I said may the best team win, but I did choose the Las Vegas Raiders for outside influences like the death of John Madden. Maybe they're going to, do it for Madden. That did not happen. The Las Vegas Raiders, I think it was like 30 seconds left or whatever, how many minutes left in the red zone. Derek Carr throws an INT, throws an interception. And that was that, man. That was one of the most exciting games of the day, of the whole Super Bowl, Super Wildcard weekend. My thoughts. Las Vegas couldn't get it done, man. And the Cincinnati Bengals, my Cincinnati Bengals, have won a playoff game since it's been almost like 12 years, 10 years or more or whatever. Cincinnati gets it done with Joe Burrow, and they're moving on to round 2. Congratulations, Cincinnati. So, again, my team, I'm going to be rooting for them on the AFC side, but I got this pick wrong. There you go. So, there you go, man. But still, I think the game would have changed if the damn referees just own up to your mistake. If you blew that play dead, just say it's a dead play. Stop fucking with people and saying, oh, it was a mistake, but it's okay, touchdown counts. No, follow the rules. That's why people don't like referees. We're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. Even if you're the best motherfucker in your job, well-trained, on your toes, sometimes mistakes will happen. So whoever blew that goddamn whistle should have owned up to it and said, hey, I blew the whistle. Should have been plowed dead. They have a damn rule in the rule book for this damn thing. I think it would have been a way different game. Take away 7 points. It would have been 20. It would have been 19 right there. 19 to 19. It would have been a tie ball game, man. And then we would have went to sudden death and see what happened. Or overtime. So, come on, referees. Do your goddamn job right. Or if not, just admit to it. Because I think that's the problem. Like, we don't like admitting. People don't like admitting when they mess up. It's hard. And plus, you don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to lose your job. But if you just admit to it and say, hey, yeah, I fucked up. I blew the whistle too early. New play. Let's start over. That's all you had to do, But that was that. Las Vegas loses, and Cincinnati moves on. So congratulations again, once again. So again, I went 3 for 3 in round 1. I got 3 picks right, 3 picks wrong. I'm batting 500, 50 for 50, baby. So, not all hope is lost. All right, so there you go. There's round 1. I went 3 for 3. Let's go ahead and get into round 2. You know what it's time for. Round 2, divisional round picks. It's going to be first game that I know of, that I see of, is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. Guess what? The homie ARENAVINCENT is taking the Buffalo Bills to upset the world. It's an upset. They're the underdog, no matter what. What you say, I think they're the underdog. I don't know what Las Vegas says, but I'm taking the Buffalo Bills to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs and move on to the conference championship game, round 3. That's what I'm taking. I'm taking the Bills. I think the Bills are on fire. I think the Bills know what they want to do with Josh Allen. If they do have to run it, I don't think they have any good running backs, as far as I've been told, listening to other sportscasters and stuff like that. But hey, man, they're going to do what they had to do. They know how to play in the cold. That's where they're going to play at. And KC does too as well. But I just think Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are going to do what they had to do. And they're going to win and upset the Kansas City Chiefs. Next game in the AFC is going to be, who is it? The Tennessee Titans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. You already know who I got. I'm a Bengals fan no matter what. Win or lose, shitty, sucky team, good team, Bengals fan. I'm taking the Cincinnati Bengals to upset the Tennessee Titans and move on to the conference championship game. That's what I'm taking, the Cincinnati Bengals to defeat the Tennessee Titans. And the 2 games in the NFC is going to be, who is it? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. You know who I got. I'm taking the Los Angeles Rams to upset Tampa Bay Tom and move on to round 3. I'm taking the Rams, again, to upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and move on. I think the Rams, if they play it right, Aaron Donald kind of gets back on track. Von Miller, they got out there. And I think they put enough pressure on Brady. He'll make mistakes, man. He'll make mistakes. As you've seen last year, he threw 3 interceptions against the Green Bay Packers in the conference championship game. So who knows what will happen. Or maybe he might tighten his game up, no mistakes. But I believe that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will lose and get upset by the Los Angeles Rams. And last game of the docket, as you know, I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. Go, Pack, go. All day, every day, win or lose. Shitty gays, shitty dames, shitty game, shitty roster, whatever. I'm going to be a Packer fan for life. Cheesehead for life. So I'm taking the Green Bay Packers to defeat the San Francisco 49ers at Lambeau Field and move on to the conference championship game. So who I got? I'm taking the Green Bay Packers. I am taking the, who was else? Los Angeles Rams, the Buffalo Bills with the upset, and last but not least, who else was there? Wasn't somewhere else? Buffalo Bills. And then, the Cincinnati Bengals, baby. So there you go, man. Those are my picks. Bengals, Rams, Packers, and Buffalo Bills to all move on to round 3. As always, thank you for exploring the arena we call life with the homie Arena Vincent. Vincent 365 production, Novello. You know what to do. Give me that like, give me that share. Check out the new podcast as well. Link will always be in the bottom of the description, baby. And if you got an issue, got a problem with my picks, let me know. Comment section is always open. Peace.